Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Denise Williams. I am your financial coach in this heart centered approach to your money map. We are in lesson three. I am joined by Denise Francis Robinson. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello. I
Now,
am brilliant.
if you can by the background, if you can't tell by the background, our creativity coach, and I'm so excited to have her with us as we continue this very, awesome series. We're looking at so many tools that you can put in your toolbox to help you find, develop, refine, enhance, access your cash flow because we're using creativity to cash flow. We're going to use breath work, a centering ritual. We're going to also be using some painting techniques, and Denise will lead us through that. And I am of the view that in this time we need self care. Okay. We need to romance our money. We need to romance ourselves. And creativity is one of the most special ways to empower ourselves. And so we are, just to remind you who I am, I'm a mom of two boys and teaming with Denise, we're going to help you with journaling, scribbling, collaging, and more to really help you as a female entrepreneur, female intrapreneur who's working in a company and building it, an entrepreneur that's working in your company and building it. And we're going to help you increase your cash flow in order to pay for your dream lifestyle. Miss Den, tell us about you.
Oh, well, I'm Denise Francis Robinson. And basically, I'm all creative. I do everything that's creative. And included in that is helping other women to recover their own creative voices. Because, that's one of the things that, you know, I meet women who, when I talk about art, it's always at a distance. They'll say, "Well, I'm not an artist. I can't do anything." But my my mission is really to help people to take these steps so that they can see beyond their current realities when they engage with creativity.
Awesome. That is so lovely. And I agree. Okay. And so, just, if you're feeling or hearing or seeing that there's a call for a change in your life, particularly, you want to be heard and supported in a new way, we have many ways to help you use creativity in your journey to cash flow. So, of course, we have some coloring pages that you'll have access to and a creativity cash flow workbook. Okay. So, of course, reach out to us, Denise Williams. We have Live Creative, which is the other Denise's company, but our emails are here and you can reach out to us. So, what are you using your cash flow for, right? So we want to increase our cash flow, but cash really needs a job. So maybe traveling is something that you can do. However, you know what the bonus of creativity is that you can use, your imagination. That's your
Mhm.
passport. You're not limited, right? And I love that concept. What else does creativity do? It allows you to, access your untapped reservoir of abundance. You get to make choice, choice in how you are creative. Okay, so we want you to be supportive on another level of energy because you've already made the decision to do something. Okay. I know you want to make a steady income and I do too, right? We all do. We can agree on that. But you need to push through the discouragement because that's there as well. Okay. That's something that we can help you with in this lesson, in these modules, because, we've got a lot of fun stuff that we're doing. We're going to be looking at the breath work. We're going to be looking at free writing because does your income have a shape or color? We're going to look at the shape and color of savings and create a personal symbol. I'm looking forward to that module. We're going to also be doing free writing and spontaneous painting on goals, and a free writing and spontaneous painting on debts, right? So that's what you're going to look forward to in this module. So then I'm going to hand you over to our first lesson.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Denise. That was wonderful. We all are creators. Big statement. We forget. And so in our life, we are always creating and recreating. And so today, I want to bring us into that awareness again. All right. So before we get started, what's one of the things that I always do and modules is that we center. And that is just a simple little technique of taking a conscious breath for 4 counts. Take in all of the oxygen you can possibly take in and just hold it for a second and then release for 4 counts. So let's do that together, Denise. All right. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Relax in. 2, 3, 4. Relax out. 2, 3, 4. Let your shoulders droop. Feel the chair holding you like your little baby, and your mom is cuddling you. So you deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Relax and relax, relax, and let go. And at that point, you're here with me now. And we are forgetting about what was going on before and what is going to happen next. And we're just here in present and we're working with our process. And so this is a simple little technique that I have shared over many years. And it involves paintbrush. And I'm hoping that you guys by now maybe have bought yourself 1 or 2 brushes, because this is not really about the art. This is about having fun and releasing and getting in touch with ourselves and giving ourselves some time and some care. And then guess what? Stuff comes up that we're surprised by, and who knows? Then of course, I don't know if you have one of these yet, but if not, ordinary printing paper, that's fine. That will do as well. Or if you have an old book, you actually could use that to recycle it, a book that you don't mind messing up. And then right here now, I have my board. And what I did ahead of time is that I put out like 4 of my favorite colors. I don't know why I say favorite colors all the same, because all the colors are my favorite colors. Can you have lots of favorites? I don't know. Anyway.
Yes, you can.
Yes, lots of favorites of the same thing. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just gonna dip our brushes in the water. Notice what I have here is a palette. Is just like an old a fruit tray or a meat tray that you can clean up really nicely, and you can use that so you can recycle. Do your part in saving the planet. All right, and what I'm going to ask you to do, we just did a little breath work a while ago, breathing in and out. Just close your eyes, and when you open your eyes, the first color that your eyes go to, you put your brush in that color. And then you're going to work with your breath, taking a deep breath in and out, and whatever lines, whatever shape that takes, in and out, and in and out. And you, again, in and out, and in and out. What you're actually doing is becoming conscious of your breathing. And even though we did that little 4-4 practice early before we started, this process actually brings you into more of that centering, more of relaxation, into a meditative kind of space. And now I'm just going to allow the brush. I'm making marks, but I'm being conscious of my breath when I make the marks. So in, out, in, out. And you can actually make the sound for a little while, just like, the sound and vibration also works to give you a certain amount of relaxation. I mean, think of your favorite bit of music, the sound, the vibration, the words, etc. Now I'm going to go to another color, and it's just because I feel like dipping in another color. And we're making marks, and we're just connecting to our breaths again. Now,
And may I say something here, Den?
yes, you go ahead.
You know, thank you. When we think about creativity and what you're doing, and you may say, but then how does this relate to cash flow?
Yeah.
But I see flow.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
see flow.
Yes, yes.
And sometimes, depending on where your income comes from, or depending on if you are looking for a new source of income, you may feel that you're not in flow,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
remember, we have earned income. That's income from a job. But guess what? A lot of entrepreneurs, they don't pay themselves. They pay their, life expenses and their staff
yeah,
from business, the money coming into the business. So there's
yes.
no flow coming to, okay?
Oh,
Or you are, as I said, we're, an entrepreneur, so you're working for someone else's business, but you're really making a difference. But once again, what's the flow to you in terms of cash? This activity that Denise is doing, where you're breathing, you're releasing, you're sighing, it could connect you to a general flow that would translate into cash. What if your cash flow is profit income and you make your money from buying and selling? What is the flow of things coming in and out of your business? Are you stuck with inventory? Is this maybe time to quickly do a fire sale, get rid of everything in your warehouse, and bring in some cash that you can deploy somewhere else? What is the flow from
yes,
your profit income? There's
yes,
interest income, there's residual income, dividend income, rental income, royalty income, capital gains. There's so many different ways income flows into you. But are you a priority? Is your needs a priority? Are you stuck with a particular way of doing things and you're not thinking of anything new? I believe this exercise of flow, of a sighing and releasing while painting and mark making, will just quiet the brain from that horrific chatter that many of us face when it comes to our cash. You don't have enough. You're not doing enough. You don't have enough. You're not doing enough. Lord.
okay.
Sorry, Mr. I had to jump in and say that.
Yeah, that's good though. Thank you. Thanks for adding that little, that perspective to what we're doing here. Because as even as Denise was talking, and I was painting, somehow for me, I started to kind of, started to see different parts of the puzzle, coming together. And what happened to me was that as I did these different lines, I did horizontal lines, wavy lines, dots, dashes, because it's all mark making. It's just a liberating kind of space that I stepped into. And as I did each of them, what Denise was saying, started to come together to me in terms of the pieces of the puzzle. How am I weaving the pieces of the puzzle together to get the best outcome? And while I'm doing that, I'm actually, having fun and just feeling that paint underneath the brush and just really relaxing into the moment. And in terms of the relaxation, what happens when we get more relaxed, when we're in touch with our breaths, when we are focused, then we actually make better decisions. We generally feel more joy. Our joy rises much easier, and so many other things. And this is what I'm saying with this creative practice. You might say it's not a bird, it's not a horse, it's not a donkey, it's not a car, but what it was a process of getting in touch with your flow, or working with your breath and expanding your awareness of what's going on inside. And that's what we work for, not the hard thing of the drawing and of the form and trying to get the proportion and the structure. We're just enjoying the paint and making the marks, just like you did when you're a little girl, little guy. Come
Yeah,
on. I
and
know.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it, Den.
good.
And I will say that for a lot of us, even though we're earning, we're working, we're entrepreneurs, we're intrapreneurs, we take our money takes there's a lot of anxiety around money, and it doesn't flow for a lot of us. And so we really, Denise, I'm so grateful for this tool that
Mhm.
you have given us to help us to achieve flow through breath work. And
Mhm.
if anyone needs support, reach out. It's Denise Williams and Denise Francis Robinson. And this
Yeah.
is, you see our emails. And so then, I mean, you said some things came up for you, but I experience a lot of people having challenges with investing and feeling very stuck. But
Mhm.
creativity is another area people are terrified of.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
That is
So,
true.
so what advice would you give someone who says, Lord, taking a paintbrush and, you know, throwing on
Yeah,
some colors is not gonna bring me cash?
I know. Yes, and that's the thing. That's the little hurdle or the little hump that we have to step over, because really what you're doing is changing mindset. you
And
know and you're
relaxation.
just one person, you're one body, one brain. And so if you're shifting mindset around just relaxing and taking care of yourself for a bit, then you are actually practicing shifting mindset around other issues, other challenges that you might be having. I mean, money or relationships, are the ones that always pop into my head. But there's so many other issues that people face on a day-to-day basis, that when they pick up that paintbrush and they start to play with the paintbrush, to play with the colors, to sense the colors, to feel what the brush feels like underneath their hands, it just puts you in a different space and a higher order, I would imagine, I would say, of feeling, so that the things that you really want will flow much easier. There's nothing blocking, there's no stopping because you're worried about this or that or the other. Or you also know how to do something about the worry when it happens. Let me do my breath work. Let me
Absolutely.
do some
Absolutely.
coloring. So you
Absolutely.
move yourself into another zone. And
Oh,
from that space, you can then, start to figure out and work out the other stuff.
yes. And again, relaxation. This is going to be your gateway to cash flow, because you're going to relax out of that chatter that's going on in your head. So I'm encouraging you to do this and any of the other techniques in this series. We will see you in the next module. Denise, thank you so much.
Alrighty.
All right, bye.